Welcome to the podcast Passport by eConsulate. Today we are joined by Nara Moripen. Thank you for joining us. You're the co-founder and CEO of PAL. So could you tell us a little bit about the company itself?
Yeah, so PAL is a digital palliative care solution that helps anyone with a life-limiting illness get better access to care in their own home. So we are giving tools and solutions and give guidance to especially family caregivers so they can just do better in their role and help their loved one.
And how did you initially come up with the idea of founding PAL?
So it's just through lived experience. I was the family caregiver to my mom when she got diagnosed with terminal cancer, and I really just experienced every challenge and made every mistake in the book. And I just wanted to do something so that other people can get access to the resources and support that I wish I had.
Do you think this is still something that keeps you going now, this more like intrinsic motivation, because you have experienced what many others are experiencing right now and you try to improve the situation for them?
Yeah, 1,000,000%. I think anyone who has tried or has started their own startup will know like how tough it can be and how you have all of these amazing highs but also a lot of lows. And I think it's on those days when it's extra difficult, that's when I really have my own personal like motivation and drive due to my own experience that is really keeping me going.
And for finding the solutions for like the problems that you identified yourself, or for making it easier for people, what kind of role did innovation play there for you to figure it out? Do you have an application now, or how does it work?
Yeah, so right now we have a mobile application for these family caregivers that they can use and access all the information and tools that they need. But it was a really good process that we took because we didn't want to rely only on my personal experience, even if it of course helped us in the beginning. But we involved over 100 patients and family members in total when we were building the product and even deciding that this should be an app and what features it should include. So it was really like a very big process where we involved everyone that might have a say about this.
And how did you make sure that your co-founder is a good fit for the skills that you bring in? Was there something specific you were looking for? Was it more like a natural match?
Yeah, I didn't actually know what kind of co-founder I was looking for before I started searching. But I think when we met, it just became really clear quite fast that we were a good match. We can be quite different in terms of our backgrounds and also what we like to do on a daily basis in the company. But I think where we're really similar is when it comes to our values. We both really wanted to do something that both can be a big business, but also that's impactful. And yeah, we just share the same values, and I think that helps the decisions that we have to make on a daily basis as well.
And you yourself are from Norway, but where does PAL operate? Do you have a certain area where you are most active, or is it also something, especially because it is an app that could work globally?
Yeah, so from the beginning, we've actually been building it more for a global market, or at least in Western healthcare systems. Because it really fits more in a complementary way when there already is a decent level of palliative care available in a country. And so far we've been having most activity in the UK. That is also a bit because of our network there and because we are an international team, so my Dutch, for example, is not that good. But we've actually just launched our Dutch app this week. So now we're actually focusing fully on the Dutch market. So that's quite exciting.
And how essential would you say was your international team for your success so far?
I think it was really important because we have so many like diverse people in the team. We're all coming with our different backgrounds and different experiences, and I think it really helps a lot. That being said, I also would love to have a Dutch person in the team to kind of add to that international mix as well. But I do really enjoy starting a company in the Netherlands. I think there's a lot of great talent here, and it's not challenging for us to find like motivated and talented people to work with.
Would you also say that you're facing some challenges? Obviously, healthcare or any care works differently per country. So were there any boundaries for you to step into different countries to still like accumulate all the needs of the consumers?
For that aspect, it was we had a lot of volunteers from many different countries, including the Netherlands. And in that part of the journey, I think we just found people who were really passionate, so they were willing to do it in English, and that was not a challenge. But now that we're starting to operate more in the Netherlands, of course, we're seeing that. Also on a local level, of course, there are individuals who prefer to speak their own language, Dutch, and that's something that we need to take into account. But so far, it hasn't really been a problem.
And going forward, now focusing on some more short-term goals, is there anything that PAL needs, or where you guys need support, or what are basically the next steps to grow?
Yeah, so I think the main focus we have right now is just on building our network in the Netherlands. So anyone who's interested in learning more about our mission, whether it's to join the team or if it's to work with us as a partner, or if it's just someone who's really connected in the healthcare industry, we would love to get in touch with them. And I think then once we're done with the Netherlands, then we're looking more broader again and want to also get to know talent abroad as well.
But overall, it sounds like the network is one of your key aspects in order to make PAL grow and for the business in general.
Definitely, yeah. We've been growing quite organically so far, just due to our existing network and people talking and word of mouth. So that's something that we will be leaning on going forward as well.
That's good news, and thank you so much for sharing all of this about PAL, and good luck along the way.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming.